Good day everyone and welcome to Heichi system, Heiken Ashi Ichimoku trading system. So today this is the webinar that I have promised to do with you. It's based on Heiken Ashi, candlesticks and Ichimoku trading. So the first thing that you should know is that this system is suitable also for beginner traders and more active traders who want to trade more setups each day. I will be focused on the system itself, but before we begin, of course, we need to go through risk disclaimer, and then I will show the benefits of Heiken Ashi and Ichimoku. So, online educational materials are developed by Admiral Markets Estonia for a global audience. Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. This is solely my opinion, and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. Risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with the Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. And, of course, today we will see today's agenda, Heiken Ashi introduction, benefits, and what we can do with Heiken Ashi Ichimoku. So pay attention to this, and I hope that you might find this system useful. So the first thing about Heiken Ashi is that those are similar candlesticks to Japanese, but the formula for those is slightly different. Also in Japanese, Heiken means average and Ashi means pace. So Heiken Ashi candles are average pace of price action. Definitely you will see the difference, especially if you're a new trader, you will see the difference between standard Heiken Ashi, smoothed Heiken Ashi, Japanese candlesticks, and let's say Renko. The thing is that Heiken Ashi has a very useful feature because those are color-coded candles. We can identify by just watching candles alone trending periods, potential reversal points, and even classic technical analysis patterns. That is very good because when you use Heiken Ashi candles, usually, I mean that's my observation, maybe some people do it differently, but my observation show that you don't need many filters when you use Heiken Ashi candles, because Heiken Ashi is the filter for itself. So those candlesticks can be used to identify trends, potential reversal points, and classic patterns. Also, technique is very different than using traditional candlesticks, because Heiken Ashi modifies traditional Japanese candlestick by sending the open and close through a calculation of the average. What also important thing is that these candles can always be used in any system. I mean, if you're a fan of Renko, you can combine Heiken Ashi with Renko. If you're a fan of Japanese candlesticks, you can put it instead of Japanese candlesticks. If you're a fan of range bars, you can also mix Heiken Ashi with range bars. So those features are very useful, especially for something that really traders love to use. Now guys, if you try, you will see also different videos of Heiken Ashi systems on YouTube. I showed Heiken Ashi TDI, I showed Heiken Ashi multiple time frame system. Now this method is like different from both. So when you ask which system should I use, it depends guys, always it depends. Because I always stress out how important it is. When we trade the same system, it doesn't matter how many of us trade the same system, we will always have different results. Because it's not about the system, it's about timing, it's about money management. Most important thing. and risk management during your trade. So the system itself is not most important thing, because sometimes there will be no setups. For example, I need to just digress a little bit from the main subject. If you traded Euro-Yen setup that I posted yesterday, you could have made really huge number of pips on POC2 rejection. But when that setup happened, it happened in the evening, or it happened during the early London, or it happened during the early New York. It depends where you live. And the same analysis is different. Maybe someone didn't trade Euro-Yen on my analysis because maybe that person was sleeping during that time. So you see, we can trade and look the same thing, but we will have different results. That is why system itself, guys, is not that important. What important thing is that you go on time, you make a good timing, and then you execute your trade. Today, rejection of POC2 might be good for me or London traders, but those are not good for traders outside of European Union, maybe, because probably traders sleep during this time. So you see, so it's really a different thing. And this Heiken Ashi system is, I mean, it doesn't use multiple time frame analysis, and it's simple. It uses one custom indicator. Of course, you can ask for it. As always, I will provide you with the indicator. But the point is, don't jump just from a system to system, but then try to assess one system and see how it goes. And don't forget that when price is not moving, you don't trade. For that, Heiken Ashi can give you some nice filters, because candles on Heiken Ashi themselves show you the trend, show you potential reversal, and show you the wick. Different than traditional candlesticks, but still good in their own sense. So the main thing why Heiken Ashi is different from Japanese candlestick is that it modifies the traditional Japanese candles by sending the open and close through a calculation of the average. That is the most important part. Now, what are benefits? Well, benefits from Heiken Ashi is direction. So when you see the candle that it goes straight up with a wick, so it's different, guys. You need to see a wick to the downside in the case of up. I will show you. And you will see that direction is important for Heiken Ashi. Also, strength. If you see small Heiken Ashi candlesticks, very small, tiny, that are resembling dojis on standard Japanese candlesticks, then you will see that those candles are actually good to tell you potential reversal. That's very important, because you might see potential reversal. And wick of Heiken Ashi is also very important, because wicks actually show you the trend. So it's different from Japanese candles. Those candles are color coded and can also be coded through expert advisors. But we won't be talking about it. This is just one of the advantages. Okay, now this is it, guys. This is Ichimoku. So for Heiken Ashi, you probably know from my previous webinars, maybe more things that I explained today, but because today it's not about just Heiken Ashi, it's also about this Ichimoku. In the original example, and how it's shown by default on MT4, this is how Ichimoku looks like. I have modified Ichimoku for this system, so it will be different. We won't be using so many lines, because I simply don't like to see a lot of those lines there, and definitely I think that the cloud is enough, and that those two Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen lines are also enough. I mean, I really don't need Chico span for this system, nor this where it is now. Yeah, I will show you that. These colors here, these colors will be different on my system, because I have come to conclusion that the price really likes to respect these lines, and it tends to move in the trend direction once cloud has been hit. So how I will translate this, I will show you, but it is different than traditional explanation. So for original showcase of Ichimoku indicator, we have three important points. For A is the point where Chico span crosses the price downwards. So this cross is A point in Ichimoku analysis. Now, if you see that Senko span is above Tenkan-sen, or Senko span A is below Senko span B, that means the price should be below it for a downtrend. If the price is within the cloud, it means there is a consolidation and you don't trade. So you need to wait for the price to exit from consolidation, go up and down. I will use this example because price goes down, and then trade accordingly. So in traditional Ichimoku charts, because Ichimoku is the trading system for itself, you need to wait for blue above red, price below Kumo, Senku span A below Senku span B, Chiku span below price, and that is your entry. I mean, it's too complicated and there is a lot of lag. I have noticed that there is a lot of lag in traditional Ichimoku. So you will be probably entering too late, not on time. How I teach people to trade price action on my price action trading school. I try to I try to actually copy the knowledge from price action into various systems. So my opinion is that you should definitely, and that is the truth for every single trading setup, guys, and analysis that I give you. Always, and I literally mean always, for trend trades, positional trades, always sell high, buy low. Now remember this, what I'm saying. When price is in downtrend, you want the price to be overbought to sell it. When price is in uptrend, you want to see the price oversold to buy it, guys. That is how I teach price action, and that is what you learn in price action training school. That is what you see on my analysis each day and on session recap webinars. And also, this concept is translated into indicator-based systems. So you want to see price really, really respecting your charts. You don't want to enter when price is too low or too high in the direction of trend. So for trend, for uptrend, price needs to be down in order to buy it. It should be lower on your charts. For downtrend, price should be higher on your charts to actually sell it. So that is also, as you can see here. But the problem is, guys, on this chart, you can see that actually here, you see it, you would make your entry too late. You would probably make your entry here if it goes by the rules. On original Ichimoku, red is above blue, blue is above red. This is not good. So this should be aligned. Blue above red, red above green, green below the price. So this would be your entry. But watch this. Institutional sellers showed here. Retail sellers probably showed there. Those retail sellers who know how to trade. This is my point. We want to sell here. And you would have entered here at this point. when price is too low. So I really can find original rules of Ichimoku confusing, but not just confusing, but also the price is lagging a lot. That is what I don't like to see. I don't like to buy when price lags. I want to see the price respecting my analysis, and I want to see price high when sell and low to buy, but not, we won't be selling low. So this is out of the question. So this is just how to actually compare Heichi system that I will show you to traditional Ichimoku. It will be different. Now, for Heiken Ashi, this is maybe not so important for you, but just for your reminders. The open price in Heiken Ashi candle is the average of the open and close of the previous candle. The close price in Heiken Ashi candle is the average of open, close, high and low prices. High price in Heiken Ashi is chosen from one of the high, open and close price of which has the highest value. So you will see on charts it's different than Japanese candlesticks, a lot different. And the low price is chosen from one of the low, open and close price of which has the lowest value. So that is what I said at the beginning of the webinar. That is average of the price. So it's different. Now, benefits from using Heiken Ashi. Direction. The first benefit of Heiken Ashi is that it shows you the direction of the trend through color-coded candles. Trend strength. Many of the candles do not show wick in the opposite direction of the trend. No wick. The lack of a wick is you're in strong trend. Wick. If Heiken Ashi continues to show the trend moving in your favor, then you will see wicks also in your favor. And one of the benefits from Heiken Ashi that you can ride the trend, and that is a very good thing because you will be able to ride with the trend. Also, benefit from using Heiken Ashi is when prices are trending up, Heiken Ashi bars have no lower shadow. So it's easier to see how trend is moving on Heiken Ashi charts. Much easier than traditional candlesticks. Okay? When prices are trending down, Heiken Ashi bars have no upper shadow. Doji light bars with both lower and upper shadows are possible turning points. And doji bars also appear in price congestion. Okay, so it's very important that you notice these things. And I will also explain why, but just for your reference. Now, how does it look on live chart? Just give me a second and I will show you the rules for this system. And first I will show you the indicators. It's very, very simple, and then I will move to rules. For that custom indicator, guys, that you will see on my chart, just email me and you can get a call template. But there is also one indicator that you should have. You will see that. Just give me, okay. Okay, here. What we will use is now, okay, here. So you can see the system. Now, what is important thing about it? This is not standard indicator. You can see it here. And guys, do not send me your emails now. Please send an email request. Okay, so my email is tarantulafx@gmail.com. Okay, so this is my Gmail address, and please do not send me your emails now because I cannot write it all down. You need to send me email requests for this. So this CCI indicator is different indicator that we have originally on our MT4, and you should not be confused with it because it's not hard to actually see what it does. The problem with standard CCI indicator is some traders are mistaken for the use of CCI, and there is a line. These are histograms. So we actually use histograms, and we want to use it on slightly different settings. So first, if this is set on 20, here you can set it to 14. This should be left as 100, and add these levels. I mean, it's already on the template, but well, maybe if you find it differently, you need to set it up like this. Okay? So what is the primary purpose of this system? Primary purpose of the system is to, as I said before, we want to buy lower and sell higher. But for that, we need original rules to be respected. Now, the use of CCI, some traders use it for overbought and oversold zones. We will be using, because CCI is leading indicator, and we will be using CCI in this occasion to spot momentum, guys. So this is for spotting momentum, not as an overbought and oversold indicator. That is what I have also modified. So how we actually use a Heichi system? Okay, as you can see, this is Ichimoku, but this is Kijun yen line. You need to see it like this. When you open Ichimoku indicator, you will see that I removed some of the lines. I don't use Tenkan-sen, nor I use Chiku-span. I use Kijun-sen and the cloud. I also modified some of the cloud colors. So for up Kumo, you will see blue. For down Kumo, you will see red. And also this Kijun-sen line is bolded. You should use my proposal, and my opinion is that you should use Admiral pivot point indicator. As I said, it's very good for anything you want. If you want to use daily pivots, if you want to use 4-hour pivots, 1-hour pivots, even, you see, even 1 minute pivots, this is great indicator. But if you don't have the account with Admiral, then I suggest that you open now and you will have this for free. And above all, we have CCI indicator that gives us momentum. For up momentum, we want to see this blue-green, because it means that when you see blue-green, it means that there is momentum above 100. Usually when we see momentum above 100, we can start to join the trade. But if the price goes above 200 and even more higher about it, then, and it starts to turn, then the chance is that it might start to turn in the opposite direction. The primary purpose of this CCI modified indicator is to actually give you momentum for your trade. So rules for long entries are blue cloud line. This is easiest for us. I mean, for Westerners, it's always easier to use words like cloud and line than Kijun or Chico, right? So blue line above red should be for long trades. Price should be above blue line. You need to see blue Heiken Ashi candle, and CCI should be sitting at or above 100. That is for long trades. So in this example, your long trade would have been initiated here at this point. So still you are close to your lowest entry point that could have happened here. And you see what happened. Now, this is not biased system. So you can go with a trend. And trend is explained by blue line and cloud. When the cloud changes color and you see that price goes below the blue line that is below the cloud, the price is in downtrend. So you need to see the downtrend. So your next short entry, so you see this is the first swing, breakout. So where would you place your entry? Your first entry could have been here on this candle. Your next entry would have been probably here, yeah. But also, guys, watch your pivot points. Now, we cannot see the history of pivot points, but if you see that there is strong support here, let's say here, you want to think twice about your entry. The main point about buying high, buying low and selling high is whether there is room to next support or resistance. So if your entry was here and there is 25 pips towards the next support that is strong, it's still okay. But let's say that if you see that possible entry can be here, don't do it. So before you make an entry, be sure that the price always retraces to blue line. So price should be retraced to blue line, slightly go above it and then drop below the line. That is always the best. Your next long entry should be, could be actually here. Okay, not there, but actually here. So the price above, but you see, it's way above 100 and it was still good, but it was a little bit of lag because this is where cloud has crossed. Still, it's good to ride the trend. Here, you see here, a lot of potential entries. So if we see that this is a top here, and the price indeed retraces here, you would really think twice about making entries. This is momentum system. Ilya is saying thanks for beginning at 6:15. Ilya, I began at 6:10, but yes, you're welcome. Some people actually prefer 6:15, so yes, I might do that in the future for some webinars because I see that even more people come at 6:15, so maybe it's better. So let's use today example, guys. For let's say this is dollar yen. So yeah, this system is for dollar and yen pairs. So all dollar and all yen pairs can be traded. Watch this. This is your long dollar yen trade. How hard was it? Watch this. So your entry, momentum. Don't forget, this is momentum trading. Momentum trading system. It's not like positional system or breakout system. This is actually momentum system. So you need to make sure that there is enough momentum in the market. And usually Heiken Ashi and Ichimoku combination will give you momentum. It will provide you with cues that momentum is going to run. Ilya, if you want the system, you just need to email me, but I cannot send you this indicator because it's integrated into Admiral Markets platform. So you need to have Admiral Markets platform. But watch how it is precise. Here, blue, guys, this is ideal setup. So you should scan for these setups. And setup was ideal in this time. Why? Because watch this. Price touching blue line, it's above blue line, it's at pivot point, and CCI at 100. You will see green when it crosses 100. So watch this. Okay, there was some retracement, but still price was above zero line and here. So CCI can tell you when retracement can start, and if it's still above zero line, that means that the uptrend is strong. Yes, Ilya, with Admiral Germany, that's great. They have these indicators on their platform. I mean, it's the same. Admiral Markets for German, it's actually the same platform, so you should have the indicators. But this is not Admiral Markets indicator here. So you should ask, you should send the email to me and I will give you the indicator. So you will see a lot of good setups. Okay, watch this, guys. Today, for example, where would we possibly make a trade? You see, that is why I'm saying price is ranging usually. But let's say that you made your entry here, or you made your entry, let's see, here. You would have been in a small drawdown, but you see, it was not a big drawdown. It's pound yen, don't forget. And now you would be in profit. So what is good about this system? First of all, guys, you place your stop loss below the cloud. 3 pips plus the spread below the cloud. Your profit is your pivot point. First profit line is here, second profit line is there. How you manage your risk? So let's say that you made your entry here. Your stop loss is 90 pips, right? For this trade. It's not ideal trade. I mean, this is just for example, guys. Always try to see that stop loss is not higher than 35, 40 pips, but on pound yen like 50, 60 pips. Now, this is 19 pips stop loss, right? So you should put only 0.5 or 1% of risk within those 90 pips. Think about this. Stop loss is always dynamic while risk is fixed. So place 0.5 to 1% of risk in your trade. So follow me, 1% of risk maximum in your stop loss. So you need to calculate how much is 1% of your account with 90 pips stop loss. So stop loss goes for long trades 3 pips below the cloud. Watch this, guys, dollar yen. Your stop loss would be only 31, 32 pips for this one. And you watch this, 80 pips, potential profit. Martin is asking, can I use CCI indicator on a non-Admiral account? Yes, Martin, you can use CCI indicator on non-Admiral account. But I advise you to open Admiral account. Just email me if you need instructions, because you can earn credits if you actually trade. I will explain how. And you will also get this pivot point and a lot of different tools, Martin, like sentiment trader, mini terminal, session map. Actually, with mini terminal, it's very easy. You can always calculate your stop loss very, very easily. Press here and enter percent of equity, like 1%. So it's very, very easy. Yes, Martin, no USA account. No, Martin is saying which Admiral would sign up USA account. Unfortunately, yes, there is no way that Admiral or any European regulated broker can accept US citizens. That's the rules. Yes, there is no way, Martin, unfortunately. I know I have a lot of friends from USA that they're asking me to come to USA, hold some seminars and webinars. I mean, I might go when I have the time, but the biggest problem is, unfortunately, USA citizens are not allowed to trade with European brokers. That's the regulations. And maybe, yes, there will be a possibility for me to come to USA. I would love to. I am sure that the seminar will be a huge success. So yeah, hopefully. I might do a live trade seminar, so why not? Yes, I know Anes is right. I mean, US was the pioneer of globalization and they don't allow their citizens to open Forex account out of USA. Yeah, I understand why, because regulations is like, I mean, you need to pay taxes for that, right? So if you're outside of US, how can they control taxes? I mean, the biggest crime in US is not to pay tax, right? And I mean, that's a crime, but that's the biggest crime. So guys, we need to understand their politics sometimes. I mean, it's not good for the industry, I mean, for traders, but for, I mean, regular rules and tax payment is perfectly fine, because you need to pay taxes. I mean, every country has a tax and you need to abide with the law. But for me, I'm speaking in my opinion, guys. Don't, this is my personal opinion only, as I say at the beginning. I really would like that if there will be possibility for US traders to come and trade with European brokers, maybe in the future. But at this point, it's not possible. I don't know, maybe there is another possibility, but if they have US passport, well then it's impossible. So yeah, so let's get back to our main subject. So here, guys, you can see stop loss for this trade. So the close of this trade, 103.75. We will mark this, okay, 103.75. So this was the close, right? And this was your signal. Okay, I'm wrong. Exactly, your signal for trade was here. Okay, so your entry is 65. Now watch this, guys. 65. Okay, 65 here, and your, okay, yeah, and your stop loss here was your entry, and your stop is small here, really. It's like, you see, 23.4 plus the spread pips. See? Profit goes, now Robert is asking how to determine profit. Profit is your pivot point. So this is your first profit. If you see that price goes above resistance 1, follow Heiken Ashi candles. As soon as Heiken Ashi turns red, you can close your trade. But here, for example, if you didn't take your profit, for example, you wanted to stay in the trade because CCI was still above zero line. You don't want to see CCI below zero line. Then you might exit. But if you see CCI above zero line, just follow these candles, and here on the resistance tool, look to the pip. Very accurate indicator. Here you might take the profit, or actually when this candle turns red, you can opt for taking profits. So you see, it's very, very straightforward. And these kind of setups are ideal, guys, are ideal. So there could be times when you see really ideal setups. Now watch this euro dollar, guys. A lot of potential setups. So always try to get in a trade during major sessions. Here, your entry was here. This was retracement. Always watch for retracement towards cloud and blue line. And next entry was here. And if you see that the price is hesitant to hit support, like this, just close your trade, guys. Sometimes you will see that the market is ranging. You can do nothing about it. So if you see like this, triple bottoms, just take your profit here. Let's say that you're in profit here, that you took your trade here. Okay? So the close of this candle was 29. So it was like here, 29. And 20 pips. So let's say that you didn't take those 20 pips. But you see price was here, 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 and you're still in a trade. You might exit here. Always watch like that. Your stop loss for this trade should be bigger, like probably like 43, 45 pips. But what is important, guys? Stop loss can be 100 pips. you still need to trade within 1% of risk. So don't be like, this is big stop loss. No, it's not big, because you use your risk for stop loss. Your risk should be 1%. It doesn't matter if it's 20 or 100 pips. When it's 20, then pips of stop loss, maybe you can use slightly higher risk. But it's above, if it's above 50, then use 1% of or even lower risk. That's the point. So your risk should be fixed most of the time. And if you want to use like 2% of risk, then use it, but only when you make profits. So risk your profits, not your equity. And timing is important. Sometimes you will see no setups, but sometimes there will be some good setups. And one more example, and then New Zealand yen, Mario is asking. Okay, let's see New Zealand yen. Okay, this is huge. Long entry could have been initiated at this point here. Exactly. You need to watch for this. This is momentum system. This is ideal trade. Above a blue line at pivot point above the cloud, and watch this. Momentum above 100. Watch this, Mario. 46 pips. Okay, Anis, I might consider that proposal. I mean, full-time trader is the term to use if you only do that for your living and you do nothing else. Professional trader is you can do other things and trade. I am a professional trader now because I do the analysis, I educate people, I develop systems, indicators, so I am a professional trader. Full-time traders are using only their own money to trade. To be a professional trader, I'm in this industry completely, 100%. And I'm a trader, professional, but not full-time trader, because I educate you, I give you the indicators, I give you systems, I give you the analysis, I create systems, I create indicators also, and trade. So that is called professional trader and analyst. Full-time traders only trade. And you need a lot of money to be really huge. I'm not talking about 50,000 or, I mean, to trade for a living, first of all, you need to see what your style of living is, Anis. I will make a webinar about this, and this is very good subject. Thank you for reminding me. I will definitely make a webinar. I think next month I will schedule it. But you need to know the truth. You cannot trade 10,000 euros and think that you can make it for a living. Maybe if you live somewhere where your costs are like $100 per month, but it's, I mean, I don't know that country really. So you need to, I mean, you need to distinguish between, yes, Dubai. If you live in Dubai, Anis, it's costly, I know, so you need a really huge account. Sri Lanka, Ilya is saying, yeah. Well, $100. Okay, I didn't know that it was that cheap. I mean, oh well. So what I want to say, guys, you can always trade in addition to your other source of income, and it's good because full-time trading just with your own money and fund is hard. I know that I have really I have good friends that are full-time traders, and there are very hard times in their lives. So usually full-time traders trade with the investment funds. And I traded with investment fund in the year of 2010-11, and it was a very stressful job, to be honest. Yes, I was full-time trader doing nothing but trading, but it was very stressful because in investment funds you manage other people's money, you have rules to buy, you have colleagues to work with, and I will explain everything in webinar, so no problems with that. But for these guys, just let me tell you this thing. Always scan for pairs that have these kind of setups, like New Zealand yen or dollar yen. You see, the concept is the same. Try to search for price at or slightly above pivot point, blue above, blue Heiken Ashi above blue line, blue it's above cloud, and cloud is blue above red, and you see here CCI at 100. And those are ideal setups. If you see the pair that shows you these kind of setups, well, you are on a good track to make money and pips from momentum trading. Don't forget, this is momentum system. This is not counter trend. This is not scalping. I mean, you can treat it as a scalp if you want to close your trade prematurely, but this is primarily momentum trading system. And this was it, guys. So if you need any additional information, just ask now. I will send you the template with all these indicators. And well, I hope that you will find success with the system. Be patient and only go when market is moving, when you see good setups. These are ideal setups, like obviously yen pairs today. See? So you want to exploit momentum. Okay, I don't see any questions. Rules one more time. Okay, for long trades, Mario, blue Heiken Ashi should be above the cloud. Cloud should be like this, blue above red, blue at the top. CCI needs to sit or be above 100. If it's above 100, you will see green color here. And here, this is your entry. Ideally, this is your entry, or even here, this also could be your entry. So the main thing, price needs to be above the cloud and above blue line, and CCI at or above 100. But it's not that good to be above 200, because then the price might reverse. Now, for short setups, ideally is this. Let's see. Red above blue cloud, like this. Price below the cloud and below blue line, and CCI below minus 100. So this would have been your short setup here. Now, if you see this, you obviously don't want to place your stops like here. If you place your stop loss, it's conservative stop. But if you place your stop loss here above the previous high, it's still good. But don't forget that you need to place it 3 pips plus the spread. Okay, so like this. So if this was your entry, your stop loss is above this line. Or you can place it here above cloud. But have in mind that your risk should be at maximum 1%. Okay? Martin will email for template. Please let us know when we can review this webinar. Sure, it will be uploaded tomorrow. Lots of info. We'll need to review presentation to try the system. Of course, Martin. Don't forget template settings. You will get a template. Settings are like this. Non-blue, red. Parameters are default. And this CCI has 100, 0, 200, minus 200, minus 100. Inputs are 14. So like this. So guys, please try this system. I want you really to be profitable. It's in our best interest, in my best interest, because I really enjoy, guys, when you make money. I mean, it's a win-win situation. So anything you need, just tell me. Just send me a request and I will send the template. So I presume that most of you here today would love to see the system. So because of that, If you send me an email, I will do mass emailing with blind CCs, so you probably won't be seeing each other emails, but then you won't, I mean, I cannot answer the questions to all of you separately. If you have any questions, please do ask me now. If not, then try the system. If anything is not clear, then send me questions subsequently. I hope that you will enjoy this. So thank you guys, as I'm the creator of this system, and use it for yourself. I wish great day to Dubai, to UK, to USA, and all people, Serbia, Croatia, from around the world that are listening to this webinar and are visiting the webinar from eastern part of the world, from Indonesia, I have a lot of traders from Indonesia, from Russia, so from western part, so everything is united for the same purpose. We want to make pips, guys. We want to make money. Thank you for listening. And the last answer, this time of the day, Desai, should be 3 hours, first 3 hours of major sessions. London and New York. You can try the Asia session, but if you live in Europe, it will be hard. So major sessions. And thanks from Chicago, Jack, thank you. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. And Slovenia also, yes, a lot of people from all parts of the world. I love to see this. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. We will be Carmen also. I will be here with you soon, and I will talk to you soon. Then cheers, guys. Talk soon. Trade safe.